So what kind of feed is this? What do you call that?
I don't know. Cow feed.
Cow feed, okay.
Some cow feed that Josh brings for the cow.
Yeah.
They mix it specially made for cows. I don't know.
Yeah, our son Josh works at a feed mill. If y'all might have seen that on a previous video. And so they make all kind of feed there. And this is one of the types of cow feed that they make. Sometime we go get it, sometime he'll bring it back home for us from work, just depending on our needs. We try not to overload him and get him to bring us too much stuff. We try to go get it when we can, which is most of the time. That's Big Mama. Mr. E's feeding and petting in there and feeding.
No, that's my little routine every morning.
Oh yeah, the animals are dependent on you. The goats, they waiting for their turn. They all know the routine. Jack's waiting. He likes to go spy on all the new babies in there. He's a baby voyeur.
There's a few chickens that roost out in the barn, so before I feed the goats, I'll throw a little bit. If they're around, they'll go eat feed instead of eating goat feed, but I don't see them right now.
I think they got up and started moving around earlier today than usual. So now you're mixing up sheep and goat mixture, which is some cow feed and some whole corn.
Yeah. Some chops.
Oats
corn chops. And I'm supposed to get a little cottonseed meal to put with it, but I didn't get it yet. But they got some minerals out here.
Look, Jack goes to this little spot and looks through that hole right there at the new babies sometimes.
There's some new little babies. I call them some little teacup goats. They're bitty, but it's a brother and a sister. I think there's 7 new little sheep out there. And I see one way over there. That's a new sheep just born from the tame one, I believe. Yeah.
Yep, I see it on the ground. It's kicking around. It was just born.
Yep.
Way out there by that shed out there.
She's the one that's pretty much tame that lets me pet her. I mean, he's kicking and just coming out of the placenta right now, I believe.
Yeah, he is. We're going to go look. But these 2 little babies right here, they was just born, I think, Saturday.
I'm going to catch one.
And today's Wednesday.
You see, that's the mama. If you can catch that under her neck, they got what I call wattles, the little things hanging. Goats get that sometimes. Just part of goat's DNA. Little wattles hanging from the neck. Well, it's a little boy and a little girl that's born. That's the little girl.
The little girl is in the front here, the light tan one.
Well, the little girl got wattles. I never seen this ever. Right behind her earlobes instead of down here on her neck.
So it's like some little earrings.
I'm going to catch them.
I see that. Here we lost our sound on our video for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But anyway, we went out and got a better look at the sheep, the mama and the baby. They seem like they're doing okay. We did look over them and check on them several times during the day. Mr. E had to go somewhere, and when he got back, we went back and checked on them. I guess that was about an hour later. Now we're back at the little goats with the wattles. He wanted to show you the wattles on the bottom of the little baby's ears. Look, the chicken, he took off running. Okay, Mr. E's coming to pick up the little girl goat, baby goat, to show y'all the little wattles under her neck. Under her ears, actually. It's kind of like some little earrings. They're usually a lot lower on the neck. But these are really high, and we never seen them like that before in all our years of raising goats. So that's quite unusual, but it's cute. We love the little goats. They're so precious. She was ready to get back to her mama after he had picked her up. So Mr. E's go and let Big Mama out of the stall she was eating her feed in. There she goes. Mr. E's having a bad day with his back today. All those projects y'all seen him doing is really taking their toll on him today. There's Izzy. There's Oreo checking things out. He's a sweetie pie. Now there's Jack and Izzy again. Here she comes. She wants to come to me and look at the camera. Okay, this is the chicken coop. And look at this stray chicken out here. She wasn't supposed to be out yet. Some of them roost in the barn though. I'm waiting on Mr. E to come open this up. Jack's waiting too. All right, he opens it and look, they see Jack and they got scared. Because he will chase them. He won't hurt them, but he does chase them sometimes. So Mr. E's going in there and putting the feed down in the trough for him. He'll come back and pick the eggs a little bit later. And he's on his way to the other coop of chickens. He's going to go and open their pen up. They were closed up for the night, so he was going to let them out. Now he's coming back to get the eggs. Izzy's checking the trough out, seeing if there's anything in there she wants to eat, which there's not. He ended up picking, I think, 18 eggs today. He picked several of them out of here. I don't remember the exact count on them, but it was a good many. He's got a few places to pick them from, too, because they go all over the place and lay eggs. It would be ideal if they only laid them in the nest there that he's got made for him. But there's a couple places in here where they've been laying. He looked in that yellow bucket because he said they had been laying in there, too. But now he's going towards a couple of nests in here, inside the barn. He's got one right there. You seen the chicken fly off of it. He's going to get a couple there. And I was having trouble with my camera too. You can see the picture kind of flickering. And he's got another nest right there. That's an old milking stanchion for some goats that we had. I don't know if I said that right. But anyway, they like to lay in there. So he got a couple of eggs out of there too. So he did pretty good on his egg picking today. The eggs been so expensive lately, but luckily we haven't had to buy any. Okay, we went back and checked on the mama sheep after he had got back from his errand I was telling you about. And we was just making sure that the little baby was getting some her colostrum. And we did tie the sheep up right there so that she wouldn't keep running and we could easily let the baby suck. And we had brought her back there in the shade. And then we put her some water and some feed. And we went back and checked on her again later that day. And we also moved her to another shady area because after a little while this area had got quite sunny. But as you can see, the little sheep, is doing good. He's standing up right there. He's big and he's strong. Oh, she kicked. So anyway, that's what we was doing right there, making sure that the little baby was getting plenty of the colostrum. That's the first milk that comes down whenever they're born. It's got antibiotics and all kind of good stuff in it to help them survive. It gives them a really good start if they get that first milk that comes out of that bag right when they're born. And so we're just kind of giving it a little extra help. And here's a good shot of him drinking really good. He's really getting down. So he's doing good, and we'll show y'all a little bit more about him tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.